Henry Cavill might just be suiting up as either Wolverine or Cyclops in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yep, you heard it right. Forget about Captain Britain or Doctor Doom. That's not in the cards. Fans have been speculating like crazy ever since whispers started swirling about Cavill joining the Marvel crew. Seems like everyone's been rooting for him to jump ship from DC to Marvel, and now it might finally be happening. We've been hearing these rumors for a while now, with Cavill reportedly chatting it up with the studio about various roles, but hold on to your hats because things just got a whole lot more interesting. The latest buzz surrounding Henry Cavill's potential debut in the Marvel Cinematic Universe has taken a wild turn. Initially, fans were all abuzz, speculating whether he'd take on the role of Doctor Doom or perhaps don the mantle of Captain Britain. But hold on to your seats, because there's a new rumor swirling around that's bound to leave you hanging off the edge of your seats. According to the latest scoop from a source known as Holyfield M5 over at X, Henry Cavill might just be joining the X-Men roster in the MCU. Yep, you heard me right. Rumor has it that he could be suiting up as either Wolverine or Cyclops. Now, while the idea of him playing Cyclops seems plausible, the real head-scratcher is Wolverine. After all, we've got Hugh Jackman slated to make his MCU debut as Wolverine in Deadpool and Wolverine. The thought of two Wolverines hitting the scene around the same time sounds absolutely bonkers, doesn't it? But hey, with the MCU delving into the multiverse, who's to say what's possible? Strap in, folks, it's going to be one heck of a ride. So get this, the Marvel bigwigs are currently cooking up a master plan to bring mutants into the MCU in a big, flashy way. We got a taste of it in the Marvels with that jaw-dropping post-credit scene where we finally get a glimpse of mutants. But hold on to your seats, because Deadpool and Wolverine is poised to unleash a whole slew of X-Men and mutant superheroes into the MCU mix. And speaking of superheroes, if Henry Cavill, our very own Superman, lands a gig as either Cyclops or Wolverine and gets introduced in Deadpool and Wolverine, well, buckle up, folks, because that's going to be the craziest Marvel movie ride ever. Personally, I'm thinking Cavill would make a stellar Cyclops. I mean, imagine him leading the charge for the X-Men. It's gonna be epic. Epic enough for the MCU to finally correct Cyclops' biggest movie mistakes. The X-Men movies gave us a pretty solid rendition of Cyclops, but let's be real, there was one major aspect they totally missed the mark on, and it's about time the MCU sets things right. Now, we all know the X-Men are packing some serious power. We're talking Jean Grey, Proteus, you name it. These folks could rewrite history with a snap of their fingers. But in the live-action realm, a lot of these powerhouse characters never quite got their due. Remember Apocalypse? Yeah, the dude could change size, yet we only got a glimpse of that in a mental showdown with Professor X. And let's not even get started on the lower-tier mutants who never got their time to shine, including our main man, Scott Summers. Cyclops is all about leadership and strategy. He's the guy who keeps the team on track, always putting their safety above his own. But you know what's been missing? The full-on, no-holds-barred showcase of his optic blasts. Sure, they're not as flashy as Logan's claws or Nightcrawler's teleportation, but those beams are Cyclops' bread and butter when it comes to ending a brawl before it even starts. In the comics, Cyclops' powers are off the charts incredible. I mean, the guy once vaporized a Sentinel with a single blast. And let's not forget that time he staggered the Hulk. Yeah, the Hulk, in his Worldbreaker form. That's some serious firepower right there. But here's the thing, Cyclops isn't shooting heat rays from his eyes. His blasts are pure concussive energy straight from another dimension. Now, when it comes to the movies, let's just say they've taken some liberties with Cyclops' power. Sometimes his blasts cause massive destruction without leaving a hint of a burn, like when he blew up that train station ceiling in the first couple of X-Men flicks. But then in other movies, like X-Men Apocalypse, suddenly he's setting things on fire left and right with his optic beams, which, let's be real, doesn't quite match up with how his powers work in the comics. So yeah, it's been a bit tricky trying to pin down exactly what Cyclops can do on the big screen. But hey, with the MCU entering the picture, there's still hope for some clarity. Here's to hoping they give old Scott Summers the accurate portrayal he deserves and show the world just how awesome his concussive blasts can truly be. The MCU's impending arrival of mutants signals a fresh opportunity to finally do justice to Cyclops, and boy, are fans ready for it. While it might not seem like a big deal to some, Accurately portraying Cyclops' concussive blasts could be a game-changer for comic aficionados and the full potential of his powers. But that's just scratching the surface of what the MCU could do to bring Scott Summers to life. Sure, the X-Men films hinted at Scott's leadership prowess, but the MCU has the chance to elevate him to the level of a true leader, on par with Captain America himself. Scott's ability to lead could be his greatest asset, yet previous films only grazed the surface of this aspect of his character. Remember that showdown with Magneto and his crew? That was just a taste of what Scott is capable of when he's in charge. Now, while we're all rooting for Henry Cavill to nail the role, just in case he ends up donning the claws of Wolverine or the mantle of Captain Britain, fear not. There are plenty of actors out there who could rock the visor of Cyclops like nobody's business. First off is Austin Butler. His transformative portrayal of Elvis Presley has catapulted him into the spotlight, showcasing his versatility and talent as an actor. But who would have thought that the same actor could embody both the king of rock and roll and the leader of the X-Men, Cyclops? Butler's extensive experience in the industry, dating back to 2007, has prepared him to tackle complex characters like Scott Summers. As Cyclops, Butler could bring to life the character's all-American Boy Scout appearance and attitude, perfectly capturing his leadership qualities. Just as he captivates audiences with his portrayal of conflicted characters, Butler has the ability to convey Scott's inner turmoil and struggles, mirroring the challenges faced by the X-Men leader. With his innate ability to command the screen, Butler would undoubtedly do justice to Cyclops, delivering a performance that resonates with fans and brings depth to the iconic character. Another actor I think would be great for the role is Nick Robinson. His stint in a major Hollywood franchise like Jurassic World could serve as valuable experience if he were to step into the role of Cyclops in the MCU. In Jurassic World, Robinson portrayed Zach Mitchell, delivering a memorable performance alongside Ty Simpkins, who played Harley Keener in Iron Man 3. This experience, coupled with his emotional roles in films like Love, Simon, A Teacher and Maid, showcases Robinson's versatility as an actor. At 29 years old, Robinson is at a prime age to take on the role of Cyclops for potentially the next decade in the MCU. He has the capability to portray Scott Summers as a multifaceted character, embodying both the confident leader of the X-Men and the vulnerable moments that ground Cyclops. With his skill set, Robinson could make Cyclops an inspirational and relatable character for audiences to connect with. Well, that's it for today. For now, make sure that you like our video. Please share your views in the comments section with us. Subscribe to the channel to get updated, and do not forget to hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you at the next one.